Here is a secret. Once you start doing business, once you register your business, once you buy or make your first product, the number one principle you need to start with, it's a law of nature. It's a law of God. It's a principle that is used by many tribes, many races, many religions, many people out there. And it works. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, you're a Jew, you are whatever. Even if you don't believe in God, this principle is what you should embrace once you begin to do your business. And this is no other principle than What's up? Welcome again to another episode of Hustle Fuel. And today, last time we were talking about starting a business, an entity, because we are responsible for a lot of things. Your responsibility does not stop where you raise your kids and have a beautiful life and a beautiful house and a beautiful career and a nice job with a beautiful wife and, a little bit some for you for your retirement, to travel around and, have a good life and then die. What the hell, man? That's stooping low. That is stooping low, my friend. If that's all you came on earth to do, you're either selfish or you're your thinking is down there. Uko chini, uko down. If you're a doctor, a lawyer, a businessman, your job is not just to feed your kids and raise them and get to be old and die and think that, oh, I lived a good life and I have all these grandchildren. You don't even know if they will inherit anything from you because you only saved up to the point where you ate up all the money that you needed for retirement, taking care of your needs when you're old. You need to be more responsible than that. You need to think back, especially if you're in America or Europe. You have been chosen to be here because you're more enlightened. If you've been here for long enough, you know what the problem is in Africa. You know the solution. If you've lived here for more than 8 years and you read some books here and there and you are always seeking knowledge, you know what we need to do. We need to do more than just our careers. We need to create entities and collaborate. We need to create these entities and take care of our future generation. We need to buy a lot of land together, not your piece of land there just for your kids. And come on, man. The dream is bigger than that. Your potential is bigger than that. And some of you might be wondering, yes, Sam, I've listened to you and I've started a business. I've started a small business. I've started selling. I've not even, registered the business, but I'm already selling. And, you don't have to register it now. Start selling and start seeing what needs to be adjusted, and then register your business once that money starts being very consistent. And because once you sell something and file taxes, you're already an entrepreneur, you're already a sole proprietor according to the government. So just begin selling something, or just start doing something, a service. Start the business today. If you had an idea, if it's selling candles, selling soaps, I know people who are selling candles and are making over 7 figures every year from their house. People are selling t-shirts. I have a clothing line, Good People Society. It's selling. It sells because I decided to read and read. And so today you've started the business and you're like wondering, what next? How can I get people to buy my clothing line? How can I get people to buy my candles, my soap? How can I get people to get my filming services? How am I going to get customers for my decoration, my decorative company, decor or something? You know, how am I going to get business? This is how it begins. You have a tool in the world today. That's why everyone is unequal in this society today. That's why wealth is redistributing itself almost eventually equally to whoever works real smart and hard for it. Back then you can be smart and work hard and not get your share. But today, the world is changing because of technology. You have YouTube. You have Facebook. Now instead of sharing your pictures and your booty and and your mustache and then putting up a verse up there as if your booty has anything to do with the Bible verse, no, instead of doing that, now start sharing your clothing line. If your name is Grace, start a line called Graceful something. Yes, graceful something, and your business will boom. All you need is a name. All you need is buy the first round of products and start pushing them out. But then how do you get attention? How do you get people to know you? This is the beginning of it. Although this little class here right now will go on a little more as we move on. But my friends, here is a secret. Are you ready? Here is a secret. Once you start doing business, once you register your business, once you buy or make your first product, the number one principle you need to start with, it's a law of nature. It's a law of God. It's a principle that is used by many, many, many tribes, many races, many religions, many people out there. And it works. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, you're a Jew, you are whatever. Even if you don't believe in God, this principle is what you should embrace once you begin to do your business. And this is no other principle than the principle of giving. Give, give, give. Even to those who believe in God, the state of being of God, God is always in two states. The way we have liquid state, we have solid state, we have gaseous state. God is always in two states. He's always in a state of giving and forgiving. God is always in a state of giving and forgiving. That's why, my friends, you will never finish buying land. The land will always be there. If someone tells you, oh, come buy, this land is on discount right now. If it's not your time to buy, you don't have to buy. You will come back 10 years later and you'll find a good deal on land. I promise you. This has never ended. During the Babylonian system, people bought land and people rushed to buy land. And people were like, wow, let's get it. The world is taking over everything. And Babylon fell, my friends. Today, as we speak, people are still buying land. Great deals. So, the universe is always expanding because God has created it in a way that it expands. Therefore, it's always giving. God is always giving, giving, giving. And then we fail and He's forgiving, 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 forgiving. And then He's giving and giving and giving and giving. So, you need to be like him. Give, give, give. Start a YouTube channel. Say you sell candles. Start a YouTube channel. Start educating people about how you make your candles, how you manage to make them look so nice, because no one will come and copy your business and take you over. No, because God is always giving. You will never run out of resources. The moment you run out of resources or someone takes your business and you die is because you believed that will happen. This is not a world of competition. It's a world of competition, but it's not supposed to be like that. We are supposed to embrace creation over competition. Be creative, not competitive. If you create your own blue ocean, your own ecosystem, you will even provide opportunity for the other people. Give value on Facebook. Talk about your product, but not always. Talk about it in a way that you're educating people. Write blogs that educate people on your website. Eventually, people will start flocking there. Eventually, people will start trusting you. Eventually, they will start buying your product. It takes 1 year, it takes 6 months, sometimes it takes less. The reason why my t-shirts sell a lot is because I started giving through Refill Ministries for years and years and years and years. And I started what we call Good People Society. And I give people value. I motivate people. I motivate them. I don't try to hide things. I tell them, hey, this is the book I read. By the way, The Go-Giver is the book of the day by Bob Bagg and John David Mann. This book, The Go-Giver, this is the Go-Giver Leader Edition. There is a regular, original Go-Giver book. It's kind of hidden in my shelf, so I just took this one to give you as an example. So please, once you start the business, read this book, The Go-Giver. Wonderful book. It will teach you how to give. It will give you a story of giving, and you will realize that as a business person, all you're supposed to do is give, and give. There's this guy who wrote a book, Gary Vaynerchuk. He wrote a book, Jab, then Right Hook. It means give, then ask. And even when you ask in a certain way. If anything you do it in a certain way. Small things, do them in a great way. When you give fully without expectation. If you teach people about your product, teach them without expectation. And then the time will come when you ask. Remember, every year there is a time I'm asking. I'm telling people, hey, buy my product. But I don't do that every day. If you notice, most of my time I'm educating people, I'm interviewing people, I'm just giving people value and more value. And then once I do an event or once I come to your town, I'll be like, guys, here are my products that I've been using as a reference to educate you or to inspire you and all that. So, my friends, once you've decided to start an entity, don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. Don't think that things will just come like that. There is a way that things are done. It's a way of giving, and you will receive. But always make sure you plant on fertile ground. Don't open an ice cream shop in Alaska, and don't open a coffee shop in Middle East in the middle of hot sun. People might not gravitate to that, even though the environment should not dictate your destiny. Sometimes you have to be a little bit practical. Okay, guys, let's begin with giving value. If you have to open a YouTube channel, if you're a nurse and you have a clinic like my friends, Start giving value. Educate people about the things you are providing. Not telling them to buy, but educate them. Tell them to ask you questions. They will start coming to you for services, and they will give you a lot just to give them the services. So guys, until the next episode, let's begin by giving. And I'm out.